Hi everyone, this is Marie Blue Angel, and I am here with the demo of House of Petals. It looked intriguing, and I really like the color palette from what I saw so far on the game page and also here as well, so I thought I'd give it a go. I will say this is a yandere romance genre, so if that's not your cup of tea, this might not be something you want to watch, or at least be aware of it so that you're not fully expecting, I don't know, lightheartedness. Though we'll see. I'm very much intrigued, and I have found a whole bunch of yandere games to play, but I'm trying to play them intermittently so that my whole channel doesn't just become yandere romance for the foreseeable future. But I will play this as well as other ones that I've found every now and again so that we can check them out and see a different subgenre of romance visual novels. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm excited about this one, and again, it is so pretty. And as you can see on the screen, there is a Kickstarter for House of Petals, so I would encourage you to go to that. I'm going to link the itch page below, so you should be able to find the Kickstarter campaign link through there. Player discretion is advised. I'm sorry for everything I've done and even for simply existing, but please remember this. Remember what? Am I supposed to click? I will always be by your side, even with the chrysanthemum petals wither and turn to dust, even when our love is nothing but the broken promises or broken pieces of our promise. Oh, very yandere. Maybe this is the... Okay, hold on. Because no matter what happens, I will always belong to you. Oh, intense. Very yandere. Okay, day one. I love all this red and blue. It's my favorite. One of my favorite color combos. Ominous music. The bell sounds. Something buzzes faintly in the back of your skull, and your body is heavy as if you're trying to move through syrup. Ugh. As the buzzing sound gradually fades, your vision clears, and your instinct is to rub your temple to ease the heaviness. A bed? Where am I?
You finally awakened.
Oh, hello, beautiful man. Your heart almost bursts when you register a figure at the edge of the bed. There sits a young man, his long hair softly cascading down his shoulders. You instinctively jolt upright, clutching the blanket tight against your chest to observe him. His calm demeanor holds no sign of danger, and a soft smile blooms on his face when your eyes meet, accentuating his ethereal beauty. The words tumble out before you can stop them, however. Who are you?
I'm Han, your husband.
We're married. Gosh, how did we forget that? Where are we, though? He states plainly and calmly as his smile retains, as if he expected your question. My husband. Your face suddenly gets hot from that notion. Yes, we have been married for a year and have lived here in the Lotus Pavilion together ever since. Okay, so that's where we are. New clue. Okay, hold on, let's look at our clues. Han, husband of 1 year supposedly, and the Lotus Pavilion is her home. Okay. The room tilts slightly in your vision upon hearing his words, and your forehead wrinkles from the pain. A sharp realization flashes. You have no memory whatsoever of who you are, your past, of anything. Panic sets in. Why don't I remember anything? Who am I? We're Blue. Your name is Blue.
You accidentally fell down in the garden and hit your head.
Did we? Oh my gosh. The man says calmly but a wisp of sadness passes over his expression. The doctor says your brain was affected, and you will temporarily have trouble with remembering things and thinking clearly. But don't worry. The doctor says you will soon recover if you're well taken care of. Okay, about us. Look at us. We can't see our face. You fell down in the garden and hit your head. I like her outfit with the flowers. Okay.
I expected you to be out longer, but now since you've woken up and can talk to me like this, I feel so relieved.
Okay, great. You might even recover faster than expected. Let's try this. Do you remember who I am now? Oh. Oh, inquire. I mean, when I just choose your Han, there's only 3 things I can click on. And it's not me, and it's not the Lotus Pavilion. I don't think. Han. You're my husband, Han.
See? You're recovering already. And,
His eyes linger on you for just long enough for you to notice a small spark in his eyes.
hearing you call me husband makes me so happy.
Blushing. It could be, I mean, we love unreliable narrator in terms of the story, plot, pushing device, whatever thing, but oh my gosh, with these yandere games, they always get me in that particular unreliable narrator sense. You lower your gaze to the blanket, flustered, but not before stealing one more glance at his face. Is it strange to think he's beautiful, like a living work of art? So beautiful, in fact, that you still haven't quite grasped what it means for him to be your husband. If someone asked you to describe your ideal type, it would be him. That makes sense, doesn't it? You are married, after all. And yet, despite the warmth blooming in your cheeks, you strangely feel calm in his presence.
I know it's so confusing to suddenly not remember anything, but I promise you, I'll take good care of you.
Will you? Oh, hello. He reaches out to touch your hand. Sure, let him touch your hand, I guess. I know it can go either way, but let's just see where it goes. For some reason, you freeze, letting his hand brush over the top of yours. The touch is cold at first, smooth, almost like porcelain, but warmth quickly blooms where your skin meets. He looks pleased by the gesture.
I'm so grateful you trust me.
You could swear there's a glimmer of moisture in his eyes that makes your throat go dry. Nervous, you change the subject. When do you think I will recover enough to go outside? Outside? You might have imagined it, but his eyes seemed dark for a second, as if he didn't expect your question. Yes, like outside of the mansion. What do you mean? Well, isn't going outside a benchmark for one's recovery? Oh, I see. The gentle smile comes back to his face. You will need more time to recover before that, but even when you gain full recovery, it's just... He hesitates.
Even before the accident, you didn't like going outside. You said you would rather spend all your time in our mansion.
I didn't like going outside. You desperately squeeze your brain, trying to dig up any memory of who you are, but find none. Disappointed, you let out a soft sigh. Seemingly noticing your grimace, Han offers a sympathetic smile. But don't worry. If you want to go outside, I'll make sure you will recover fast enough to do so. Even though his words are comforting, something about the idea of going outside stirs a strange curiosity, like a switch has been flipped in your mind. You will.
Of course I will. My priority is to make sure you're happy.
Oh, sorry. Voice. But for now, you should get some rest. Han stands up from the bed. Where are you going? I'm going to my art studio to finish up an order from Merchant Lee. He's coming in 4 days to pick it up. Okay. Art studio? Merchant Lee. Merchant Lee? Is that you? Hello. Means I can't. I've gone closer to my screen. Okay. I feel like we should add that he has an art studio. Yes, I'm an artist. I accept orders from all over the country: calligraphy, painting, and my favorite, ceramic making. You're not sure why, but you blurt out the first thing that comes to your mind. You must be very talented. Without realizing that might sound like empty flattery, you bite your lips. I'm sorry. I don't know what your art looks like, but I just mean, I have a feeling that you are good at it. Blushing. But instead of a wary expression you expect on Han's face, all you can see is a light shade of rose rising over his cheeks. You think so? That makes me very happy. I'm going now. If you need anything, just call me. He looks back before stepping out the door. I hope you'll be easy on yourself walking around the house. The garden is slippery this time of year when it rains often, and his eyes linger on you for a second.
Please don't come into the studio. There are a lot of broken ceramic pieces. I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Okay. I already said okay. Okay, bye, husband. Hans softly closes the door. You sit on the bed, your mind still overwhelmed by all the information you were just fed, while listening to his footsteps fade into the background. I have a husband. I lost my memory by falling. You mumbled those facts quietly, as if you're still trying to register them. It's logical for you to rest and accept those facts, as Han is your husband and he seems so caring, so perfect. But there's a voice in the deepest part of your brain, though weak, that whispers out that you should be curious, that you should restore your memory. Maybe there's something in here that will give me a clue of my past. Okay, we got options. Let's see. Let's look at our desk. Okay, I will say, let's see where this goes. I don't really know what choices I'm gonna make, but I do agree we should keep looking for clues. I mean, it would be nice for our memory to be restored, you know? Anyways, books of different sizes neatly stacked upon each other. You mumble the names of the books one by one. The Art of Flowers, Lanterns in the Mist, a poem collection. They seem to be all art and poem books. I guess we enjoy those things. A bound notebook with a new blue cover catches your attention. The Day-to-Day Blue. It's my diary. You hastily flip through the pages, desperately scanning for anything special. There are not a lot of entries, just mundane day-to-day descriptions of what you did. Not much personal opinion or commentaries until your eyes fall on an entry. I told Han that my favorite flower was the chrysanthemum, and today he surprised me with a garden full of them in our backyard, planted in secret all by himself. For that, I thank the gods for blessing me with such a loving husband. Your heart feels warm upon reading. Han truly is a great husband, isn't he? Supposedly, as you flip through the pages again, something falls out of the back of the book. A letter. To my esteemed friends and respected acquaintances. With heavy hearts, I write to inform you of the passing of my beloved parents, who departed from this world peacefully on the same day. I humbly invite you to attend the funeral rites, to be held on the first day of July, to honor their memory and pay final respects. Your presence would bring comfort to my grieving heart. With sincerity, Blue. Okay. My parents, are they dead? Okay, new clue. Your parents died on the same day. Okay. You feel a sharp ache throbbing in your chest. Though you don't know them, or more accurately, have no memory of them, the thought of your parents no longer being alive is almost too painful to bear. It's as if your body still remembers the grief your mind had forgotten. You sit there in a daze, lost in those thoughts and feelings, until something starts to tug at the edge of your awareness. Both the letter and the notebook, though the characters are legible, share a certain unevenness, a slight lack of precision. It's subtle but unmistakable, almost as if the person who wrote them, you, was left-handed. You look down at your hands. But I feel I'm right-handed. Strange. Okay. Well, okay, hold on, let's see. The stuff on the desk was written with a left hand. Okay, aren't we a detective? You pick up a beautiful ceramic vase next to the bed. Intricate blue chrysanthemum design wraps around the smooth ceramic, so elegantly that though abstract, one can still recognize the raw talent of the artist. This was probably made by Han. But now that I've noticed, why do all the signs or the designs around this room have chrysanthemum motifs? Aren't chrysanthemums the flowers commonly used for funerals? Well, I guess we learned that we supposedly like chrysanthemums. You take a closer look at the artwork lining the walls. Paintings and calligraphy scrolls of various sizes are carefully arranged, each adorned with elegant decorative touches. Most of them feature chrysanthemums as a central motif. But wait. Tucked into the corner of a striking red scroll, you notice something unusual. Tiny markings that don't resemble poetry at all. These are numbers. Yeah, right here, they're numbers. On this one with the red. You murmur the digits aloud, trying to piece together as you read. 90, 65, 11, 47, 29, 18, 74, 83, 18, 92, 19, or 29, 18, 47, 74, 65, and 29. But these numbers make no sense to you at all. Okay, wait, hold on. Numbers. Okay. Suddenly, an overwhelming pain bursts in your skull. Ouch. The ground spins and you clutch the edge of the desk to stabilize yourself. Your mind is empty from the intense pain. Footsteps rushing into the room. Blue. You fall down, but Han catches you. He gently guides you to the bed and sits you down. I wonder what the numbers could be. Han.
It's okay. I'm here.
My head and my heart hurt so much. You press the back of your hand on your temple, hoping the coolness will lessen the ache. Wait here. I'll be right back. He comes back with a bowl of liquid in his hand. A faint herbal scent from it floats through the air. The doctor told me to give you this medicine whenever you have a headache. It will help. Headache medicine? Yes. Based on the prescription, I bought the ingredients and prepared it myself. I want to make sure that you have the best care. Supposedly, to help with my headache.
Now, you should take it before it's cold.
You hesitate, eyes fixed on the bowl. Smoke still rises steadily from it, curling into the air and clouding the space around it, much like the way your thoughts fog your mind. Pushing the ache aside, you give in to your curiosity, drawn to the clue you've just uncovered. That it's medicine? That there are numbers? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Maybe you need to rest more. That it's medicine? Okay. You want to ask him about my parents? Can you tell me about my parents? Your parents? A trace of uneasiness graces Han's face. I saw a letter about their funeral.
I see. It'd be natural for one to be curious about their own parents.
Hmm. Han gazes at an unseen point in the room. His lips press into a quick, almost sad smile before speaking. They both passed away from getting a contagious lung infection very soon after I moved to the Lotus Pavilion. You moved to this mansion? Does that mean it's not your family's? Okay, contagious lung disease. No, this mansion is your family's. I was merely a poor son-in-law, with nothing in his name but his artistic talent and his love for their daughter. Okay. Han moved in when you got married. Han brings his gaze back to you, and in them burns something fierce, something between tenderness and desperation. You gaze downward. Living with one's wife's parents is not a norm, and is usually looked down upon in our society. I know what you think. It might not be the most socially acceptable position for me to be in. But your parents treated me with nothing but kindness, and I viewed them as my own parents.
When they passed, us both were devastated.
But Han smiles again. The spark in his eyes persists.
That's why we were so close. We only have each other. You and me. Us. Here.
Now that you know about your parents, would you take the medicine? Sure, I guess. He picks up the bowl from his desk and stirs the liquid with the ceramic spoon. You quickly notice there are chrysanthemum motifs, even on the spoon. Right, the headache.
Go on. I wouldn't want you to suffer pain.
You nod obediently. He brings the spoon up to your lips, and the warm liquid fills your mouth and runs down your throat. Your tongue involuntarily savors the bitter taste with a hint of sweetness. And he was right. The medicine quickly replaces the throbbing in your forehead with a feeling of ease. I hope you're feeling better now. It's getting late. You should sleep. Go to sleep. You glance down at the mattress, and the realization hits you. You two are husband and wife. Don't husbands and wives share the same beds? Your face flushes with heat. The bed. Oh, that. Han's face also flushes with a rosy shade, but he quickly smiles and waves his hand. And don't worry about me. You and I shared a bed, but for your comfort, the bed is yours for now. I will sleep in the studio. You will? Is that all right?
Of course. I promise to make you feel as comfortable as I can, right?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Of course. Anything for my wife.
Okay.
Good night now. I'll see you in the morning, alright?
All right. Bye, husband. After Han leaves, you spread out on the mattress, letting sleep take over you. The smell of herbal medicine still gently weaves through the room. Okay. Oh. Your peaceful sleep is disturbed by a faint creak. What's that noise? You blink awake, heart ticking a little faster. Another sound follows, a soft groan of wood. Hello? The door. It's being opened. Slowly, just a crack. You stay still, listening. The darkness stretches thick across the room and you can't see past the door frame, but you feel it, that prickling weight of being watched. Something is there, just beyond the threshold. You hold your breath trying to hear more, but there's nothing. No footsteps, no whisper, just silence. Maybe I'm imagining it. It's nothing. You turn onto your side, pull the blanket up to your chin. The room is cold now. Your body is tense, but you squeeze your eyes shut and try to let it all fade. You force yourself back to sleep, even when that feeling lingers, heavy and quiet in the dark. To be continued on day 2. Okay. This will have to be a shorter video than I usually do, but I'm going to leave it here. I'd be very interested in what you think so far. Honestly, we have a lot of clues, but we don't have a lot given that our clues have come from being inside this room and we haven't been able to venture out of it. So I am assuming we would learn something more on day 2. That would be scary though if I woke up in the middle of the night and the door was creaking like that. I would not be happy. I don't know if I would fall asleep. I mean, maybe because of the medicine we took, we were able to fall asleep pretty quickly, but who knows. Anyways, let me know what you think. Should we be concerned that we suddenly forgotten our memory, forgotten what we know, and that apparently we hit our head in the garden or something, and our loving and devoted husband is helping us? I mean, the music is not helping me. I like it, but it's giving like very ominous vibes. I do like the aesthetic overall and the art style, and I like the interface and everything. It's pretty cool. And again, I really like the blue and reds together. It's very nice to see. And I am intrigued. But I will have to leave getting more clues and knowing more information next time because I'm out of time today. But if you like the video, don't forget to press the like button. And if you'd like to see more of this demo, then feel free to let me know. And again, this is called House of Petals. And check out the Kickstarter and the game page on itch if you're interested. But anyways, I'll talk to you later. Bye.